so pui marid hay ni ka kom trong man khang so dri trong le la thu minh ka hui van ni ka kom trong man khang so dri ni kom trong zong ri ma zedri hun tin le pa tin in tu na nu nga ka hong son le parisi ni ka kom trong man khang so dri na trong kha na zong mang chu tuôn mơ na trong a zong pek si na la kha na sak mang chu tuôn mơ na la sak pek si na pon kha na si mang chu tuôn mơ na pon a si pek si na trong kha na mang chu tuôn mơ na trong a mang pek si khung le zan hong malar sot na ni ka kom trong sin trăng ri ri sa tha kri te tra kri ni trong ni la hi ram tin na si ri ke tra kri lam tra kri ni pon ni ka kom pon khom va kom ri pa se sing in ni lu kom nu mai sing in kim ri lu kim na trong kha na zong mang chu tuôn mơ na trong a zong pek si na la kha na sak mang chu tuôn mơ na la sak pek si na pon kha na si mang chu tuôn mơ na pon a si pek si na trong kha na mang chu tuôn mơ na trong a mang pek si se si pun tre pa se pun re pun lur dan ri thei chang ma nu mai si nu mai pun re pun kok hoi le kham tang ke ki pun tre pun vei pun la be ting soi vang malari ni nu ni pi re jak vale pun chai pun si puma ni puni paret malar sodri na trong kha na zong mang chu tuôn mơ na trong a zong pek si na la kha na sak mang chu tuôn mơ na la sak pek si na pon kha na si mang chu tuôn mơ na pon a si pek si na trong kha na mang chu tuôn mơ na trong a mang pek si na pon kha na si mang chu tuôn mơ na pon a si pek si na trong kha na mang chu tuôn mơ na trong a mang pek si
Pathen man pak na sika ni thei sa chai non in summak ro supui atika sakno hello in summak ro supui nang ring na kani in bang sing je na me that na sig hey in tage in te thar maghi trali thina nan hak trak che so ring na na chan man chu in sir sig che akum so na Rapture kani hong lung ning chu nu le pa he sa an zon si nai pang he nu an zon si in tren in ta ha ka chang si in ta ke te thar maghi trale thina la lak trak che sorry la na chan man chu in sir sing che akum so na in pai nge
in Kom tuning hin amhan kay pina pathan man pagri hiva the first KomTv Conclave celebrating Oneness atihi akam hang thai siga ni om thai zara man kay pina pathan man pagri anhi tukna tuninga aini kaza kom ni chief guest ani ka chang pe hai event observer changa coordinator changa khanchu receive an issue changa khana ni guest artist khana ka hong kata mi raki pe henga amhan kay pina mangte Florence kain KomTv kalanga ratuna ka hineng chui atunchu ni phar hi program hi nirechan e taksan kom ken aying highlight he toing sana ka he to sulimle ni program kha ban ka ne khan ka sen thaba chikman amhan kai pena opening ceremony and dedication hi Reverend L Solomon KRBCA Executive Secretary Manipur Imphal welcome and laying the framework at hin Imphal Thangkom MA amana ni mang piksik akha khabsule lamarit sakna phat hin au hoikim nei aman khanchu followed by speech khabsule situating KomTv an alternative center of development at hin Alex Akum Mangte PhD Associate Professor TISS Mumbai and Anilopexi khabsule special session curated and moderated by Alan Lupeng MA and M Ranglen Thang and Manin Pa Anilopexi Khabasule KomTv Super Singer final round hin apat anilopek noksik akha khan social time celebrating oneness in khachangna stand up comedy and hitukna KomTv theme song Leining ha kom winner of Super Singer 2020 nani mangpik si akha and thungtukna kom attire fashion parade community reflection K. Sekhao Kom, M. Lunay Thangkom, IES Commander, BRTF, and Alex Akum Hangte, and Manian Panilopexi, Kabasulachu motivational speech hin and Panilopexi Aka, followed by announcement of Super Singer 2021 and prize distribution Komsi. Kabasule, vote of thanks, Alan Lupeng, and Himang Pexi, concluding and community meal blessing he am among common and Himang Pexi. Kahi Senka Katoi Matuninga ni Saint Hagnasi program Kachang Sikaka. Atunchu ni program hi ni man ni begman tuning atunchu ni program hi aput na sika ka begman putzo Reverend L Solomon KRBCA Executive Secretary Manipur India aman apha ni lope atunchun pa komsi
aman kay pena pathan kaman pa hiu kapu phat ka hui phat ka tra in khat tuning ama kay pen KomTv Conclave celebrating oneness thim chung sanga in khat in loi khom na phat atra ta in khat ni hai mang sunga hin hi watun man lo hai rakip hi input thaina sik ale hi wa phat mari tak hi pathan heng tok su thaina sika ton phat tak hin phat hi ni hi lo sik achang yara ama kay pena tuninga KomTv board member hai khanchu tuninga ni chief guest hai khanchu alag dignitaries hai akhong ulunai na khenge chunga KRBCA kalanga in pangna salam che bai kai pek chei Koko changinom tuninga ipat hay rakip ipatan heng tuksu thay nasikan eni hen hay man donjo mensona trong in theng tay so na hay nay rong Colossians arup in thum alham somle karukle somle sari kaken tay so na hay nay rong patan trong in theng rong ay sumri. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And whatever you do in words or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Trong in theng anim hodong kajuya rungpu Yesu Krista trong kanan sunga katam taga omsana kawasing na warna ka in kat in thay in tu nasik mathok nasik pathen hlasak nasik hlahisak nasik rathalanga puitluk chatane nasik khanchu malung sunga rungpu man pang nasika nangni hen kloro nantatlo nantasit hay rakip ka rungpu Yesu Krista ram hinga pathen lur nasika agatlo okasit changru atong in theng ni tay na chung hen ka khe chara pathen athat thai mam thret wang apek me changraso tuning ama kay pen hiva KomTv Conclave celebration ni hei tlo le in tria tunlai pha se dan tu ka juya hiva platform hi pathen lur na la len na phung la ya khangsut len sut na sika ton man tluk hei rakip bi pathen aman aput puisana ator na katlunga ani ompui na sika ken mi pui kalanga hiva kon malang na le pathan neng ni pha hi tuk sut na sika dar na hei mangrong dar na nei ri alur na le alen na ri thei lo ko ra chung hum kan rong pun le kan pa kan pathen ton lai ra lai chung pom puya COVID-19 pandemic zara khan chu ogan pathen Manipuram sung a ban strike tam tak in ani bo ma chang enom na lungset na le namari na naman chanonga tuning first KomTv Conclave hiva celebration kalu tak kamhang thei sika hiva mon in thengan he three thei ongjara chungnum pena kan man pak che o kan pathen hiva city convention mun hi amang hwa khan me ka thramak hei achang mak le namalung le antu mak a omchan khan chan tlo na mun achang mak le khawa ka tlo hei tong hi le sak na mun achang enom nang na sung man theng pe ro o kan pathen na ram henga ahun mang sik program hin nalur na le na man phung su thei na sik achang thei na sik mun in theng khat nang na sem pe ong ro tuninga kan tong ri sik kan tong te sik khan chu trun mat luk hei ra ki bi o kan pathen na ku chunga pe so le in tria hiwa program kan malang thei na sik nan henga into in trang pe na mam thret wa kan hong der sa che in tria kan pathen na ram henga hiwa program hei ra kip tuk so le in tria hina trong ka ri sik la ka sak sik a khong mi ra kip chung ra lung set na re thle theng na om puyonga kan pha dai hi tun kan phut an ator ka tlung nang nin om pui sik madurang ai kan tar kan jong hei ra kip hi wan hi set na ra lei kar in hang lo jena kan ring in hi katlung mak Nazareth Yesu Christ raming kan matu kan der che amen.
Respected Chief Guest Pu Kailon Lupeng IPS ADGP Manipur, Pu Dr. Thangpa Sertu State TB Officer Health Department Manipur, Pu K Saikhao Deputy Inspector of School Retired Saikul, Pu Mangte Amhang Assistant Director Sericulture, Pu Dr. Mangte Alex Akhupkom Associate Professor Tata Institute of Social Science Mumbai, Pu Haupu Karung Commandant CRPF, Pu Vanailen Sertu MFS Finance Controller Samagra Siksha Manipur, Pu Dr. T Nailenthang IAS Joint Finance Secretary Manipur, Pu Reverend L. Solomon KRBCA Executive Secretary, Pu K. Leonard Songkom, Kom Cultural Dance and Research Center, Bhopal, Kanchukharenta, KomTv subscribers, viewers and supporters, and our sponsor, Pu TC Kom, Deputy Secretary Election Commission of India, P. Mercy Lupeng, Nursing Officer, Negrim, LL Consultancy, Eden Leven, Imphal, Kutsem Life, Manipur, Mummy TV and ISTV, and our technical support from this Kutshem once again, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I thank God for giving me a great pleasure to deliver this opening address at the first inaugural session of KomTV Conclave 2021, Imphal, Manipur. And I do believe everyone will experience something new today, and then the changes within the society will continue from today. The KomTV is an alternative community media space. Continuity and change have been the defining characteristic of our KomTV. The platform is an initiative to give voice and re-establish cultural bonding of the people through alternative media, keeping in mind Kom's and its kindred Riem tribe of Manipur, namely Aimol, Chiru, Koireng, Kharam, and Purum, and explore our cultural connection with other Riem such as Bong, Chorai, Rangkhol, Darlong, Kaipeng, Ronglong, and Sakachep of the states of Manipur, Tripura, Nagaland, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, and other parts of the world. KomTV initiative also resolved to go beyond all divisive politics and also respect the organic political, cultural, and political practices spread across the villages. We respect village authorities, political unions, and churches organizations. Presently, KomTV caters in great extent to bring live news in Kom dialect, Trongkasukthar, online motivational spiritual deliberations, and conducts panel discussions of experts on cutting-edge themes running across education, livelihood, and health. KomTV main objectives are to promote our dialect, our songs, culture, to provide a platform for community education on relevant themes, to bring breaking news in Kom dialect, Trongkasukthar, regularly, to bring talent and leadership, to provide motivational, spiritual, counseling, and guidance to students for career options, to have regular talks with Kom and Riem prominent personalities, and last but not the least, to provide entertainment and knowledge through KomTv YouTube channel. Let me say a few words in our Kom dialect. Kazak om haisak khumhe pilapu supui marit singla themna wang kachan hai tuning amma in kai pen KomTv Conclave nimang theizara ni ka sem pathet achung nu pen kaman pak anhi tlukna kazak om chief guest khanchu panelists, special invitees, khananok su phungdazat in lungset mipui tuninga hai katla khanchu live ak en hai nan kheng e chunga KomTv kalhanga kakut kakadam kazana le salam kai pekchui themna langting akatla sampen kan leisang zo inum nitrong nilha man khangsut na sika a u luntin len lupeng le kanikhu som October 2019 ningan put khan hiwa KomTv YouTube channel hi kan thai put kya maham that kalen penchu lekha kathem tak hai kara pu Dr. T Nailen thang IAS in lama alein thu puyunga alei ratu unga tuning ama in thu puina nuya hi sang tun hi kan thai ron sut ke kharuk sanglo kaza ko om officer katam tak inom advice suggestion hi bangtik nei lo anipe hi wajaram anchunga kan pa na kaphung khabaruk changlo D Saiminlon L Revarthang T Romeo H Calendars khanchu alak alak reporter katam tak kam he akin le brochure rakhan kaza ko om aini hai se khuma pu kailun kom khan release atopa lakhan ni music zo KomTv ni phut na azar pe ni nitronga riman chen rong ka kom trong ka zoma ka zom si ayung teng pathen ayung tireng ke ni kheng ayung tir pat man ke khawazar ni trong him man khang mak zamak ti hi ma in ke yakanda in hi jangna ni la hay man khang mak zamak ti in hi jangna kanda in thum jangna ni culture ni tila lamrak jangmak ni trong hi dan ni busak dan ni thuming ni zaila ni omchen ni manui dan ni semto dan hey rakip hi ni culture hi man khang si khan chu malar si hi va hi char pe na kom tv hi an sem ke ai ni ka kom man hi radio station om tuning ka tunga nei tar mak man tv channel om nei tar mak man ni population ato rai zara tun chung khan kaza ko om pi meri kom le pu ke on lar khan in thopui se in ran nak taka laman hei sem ta kha nan population ni lising som thum bek phak mak si zamak ning an hei tia radio station kha zamak za hi walai tak hen kain kai hap sanum khachu ai ni man hi district atte khute khat tapat man ke churchampur chandel kanchu senapati tunju kangpok pi kam you know kan hi center area ting district in nikheng ani omjar hin khat la khat nyon humak na hi ka threma chan 100 years ka tuk yo information ni nin humak zara trong khat la khat nin lo thai mak zara hin nikhat in lungsat na in ladat joti hi mi pui ni mathat pat ke khawzara kom tv kan tai mandan pen hi chu hingkang wa technology hong khang dung gu ya radio station ni nei ma achang ino youtube through hin khat la khat ni upa akasinga ka them hei pathen wang pe ka chanai hila nin hu tua nin bek tua ni problem hei share nin ton tua changin chu khun khat cham nam rat si society problem am rat si kha changin chu nikar in bom na in lungset na hi va hi ko om sik mo tizar pena hi walham hi a hen roke khana thinong katam tak chu ko om ta kha me ni khat kan tar hin hum nok hen min andar nang ni hi tun mo sponsor to chu mi katam tak an lai pe chu an ti hi va hi kain mi pui mai kung le khanok chu pathen mai kung an thing ta ka hin hum ka chu akina ka hiyo themna lang ting katlasam pen kan changinom aulun tin len la kan hei phut hi kainim kanton ka chin her ke kem ko office ka chin au lenum ka chin ta kan ni za si ka hin ni phar hi kai shud ri ni share kai shud ri kan datia share kan nei lo hin kan salary am phut alek kan tai khai shara kan tai phut ke kana kom ram nuha re thar hei nang ni hi chu kaman pa her chu ke phone kan hai to kom tv news semjori kaza ko om nuha re thar hei ajing ten thu puiru kan ti phara ni nuha re thar hei hi anmani ka po malung ka thra mi ka thra le amak zo an hai numa ke kan hai close kan hai thu pui sik chen tia tuning ka tung hen news si regularly chang manum alek ni khu am chen ka suk ni mu ke hin example in ka hin hum chu akina khala related thai kak bi bek rup kha thipuin an bek in kha aron tan pada ka jung pa jo charge bek in hun kha karuk pada kam whatsapp hin min hai nam jo kom tv news am kan hai masu jo ni KRBC nam hu jo khuralak in man hu jo officer in hu jo anjung in thupui jo khawa khak ke kom tv num kan tamadu hi khana example in khara khun khara tening le KRBC women society hein hai chang lok atuna kaza ko om pu wanailen sar to ama khwa women hei pase ka nei an pui se ka mak ka dal han jo hai mani se ka that chum nan tai to ka hi media thuni hwa ni malung kha ni tuk suda ni za chi ka khan ni hei pek sot ke hi ve hai thro man tin chu media ke no khawajar kan hi wa zar pen hin media hi man khang si hi kai ni plan ke khana akina kai ri ka puwa hi wa sponsor hi tuning ka tunga tu teng khat heng lom lomum khana malung kalan taka ti te nei chong tuna gujarat akam amani khat phone ai tonga emak stonio nan program hai pui hai khong dan maran nan ta to kaman pa her chi hai khon makan thu pui chotia cái này hi kan reporter hay là khá share picture mấy an mobile an non pa share wang recharge an tahan wang khan information tay tir pe ong ke ka ti pha ra khan aman malung kalan ta hay chanom tu chung hin kai share lek te hab rang iwa wang hin lain thu pui hoi ro ta ama man kai ke patron member ti theu nu kom tv iwa mo hay sika reporter hay sika share ka tira man ke khang khan hiwa kom tv hi run kan tai to ke duning katunga hinom kaza ko dr t nailen thang is anai asum amalung amandan khanok su kaja ko pu lupeng luntin len anai ahaw asir asum khanchu di saimilun ama hium yung chu yung tak tar magzo ama income tax inspector kya mi ka sur ka se kya hai hong tar mag yo ai ni ramahin ni tronga ka hi khane kor hai nom tam het mag sikhane ai hi ba eng sana amanum share ai tu ake akai nom kator chan kai tu plus kan u alexa khup ai sangraminom morally kanok su mentally support antonga hiwa program hi kan taiman chungke khawajara hiwa hi mi puin nan taman het pek sung ka chu antoraki bi sponsor amak hiwa hi kainin kan datlan thisan supom kan tatlan serwang kan tatloke ti hi kain riman chen kanai num khana kan vision hi khatsa sam hi rirang first hin kom tv reporter ri khuraki badasik khana hiwa reporter ri khuraki min lungsat taka nan taka zapik si khana trong la la asuk pha le o pek thai ma kai ni no mi hiung khana news a hong pha le masu thai ma kan enri no kenyum kom tv member hi ai ni kom tv hi board member upai nam kan darba hai hivain executive a changman au kan ta masu thai sik motim kan dar hai no khayar kenyum ka check sin ta ju kan dalo to ke jar chu media hi judging khana ri pe mangte media hi chu chem ka ngai takabuke asun jan chu athibai ja dige ayar kaini no ka sing thai to aso anling ong ke with the advice of the executive kaini hinta team aini kom tv team management hela no hobzara kan vision in khat changna hi reporter in khat khuraki badasik in hina news aja lai seng ani ka time su eva hi kan vision ke eva vision he khon ma fulfill ka chang sin ti tun tak hin ka kom sunga kom rem sunga ai ni chiru ai mol puruma chang so saka che be jang kan ta jong yoi ke tu mo news iwa an su thai si kan ta jong man phut ke khajara kai le kan ai ni kom tv team member kan kai ni request ka su kom rem sunga lekha ka them he technical ka them he niza sika in thu sum ritia ave angek na ka he nei chui khana in thum chang na kai ni kan ta ma du pen kha chu atu nei hin istv ni ti tom tv ni ti hai mami tv ente te samo live and mind to ai ni sam ni to thai mak si hi ve hi ai ni officer lekha ka them hai hina antung kan chu live a ke en hai nang nin moral support nan hai to kan chu alam kha ni hai sem yo chang chu ai ni nom so atuna dd news hai ti chu government ta full run ni to tarmanum live hin atuna hin ai ni on channel satellite ni ra chau a 24/7 news larangai na ronghi na semtona manui na invoke na any discussion khawakhan platform khan ni semyo changan chu aini kha niza ne sitti inom akha khangsik man ke hiwa vision hi mena kanda khe khawjar hiwa hi kaza ko officer minu mi pa khwaram rama ako mit kipmin nan tamandan puisi a kain hiwa hi viva vision hi aveno ka hedano ke khana achaina pen kar hinum chu tuntuna hiwa executive board member under min kai ri so pat manum khen hi hing sana kaza ko luntilen lupeng kaza ko dr nailen thang anok chu saimin lon khan kai kan mai nan ka ben nani tamra chi kan mai adum lewa nani man leinom phungla ja khangset na se ka ngir sik yong ti hi mi puim hai kungle athem hai kunga ka phungna ka changsi khabajara mi pui hai darna in bomri hiva hi kanai phut bi khan chu semwang ani ka tlom kom hai ta kan vision hi an hai marhat phat le ani thu pui siti kan lei marhat da kan hum na dek ma tuningum kai ni tama to pen chu minu mi pa officer lekha ka them hai nang ni suggestion hi chu tui re ka po ka hew ke abun ta abun ru apek ru kainin khawak khan kan ta lo ba si katinam chama lo mo nu ka tin chama apha re ba kan hai mo loa hai khong mo man khang sum ri ti hi kan man dan si ko ya advice suggestion hi kan ra hlang thak tia kain asaina ka hina ka chang si in park hearing. Thank you so much all the viewers, all the subscribers, and all the well wishers. Khaseng kha kain hiva KomTv kan vision kaini mandanna hanano in mipui in haimon ani to point ka thasiti na riman chena le rina kha ka heinai ka changsi ri thre tai thre le kom thai lekha ka them hei sentence akip mak na khan le man kip pek ru akhe na khan ale la shut pek ru tia ka rina khaseng ka changsi in park eng
in Bakom hiva KomTv khang tauna sik ni struggle changa development khana vision chungchang ani ka repek em rang thang kom em chunga khe chada pathen maham thada pek changrasa atunchu huikim nain aphat ani lope a changin chu in Bakom si
Hello, Jay. Ni thai sa la changinum kan sirang dar le atil ha hi ke nai sakrong. Hello, Jay.
release ke hui kim nei chunga khe chat apathen maham thara picture changrso atun chu KomTv management team in loman pek na phat kha anivelope a chan chun pa komsi
Kazakom aulen le nailen thangkan hinte hong pero aini hiva program mantluk ri kan haitlia kan hai mandan phal le hin Kazakom tak aini high sec hum he chief guest au kailon hi phone control phal le dang ti tet ma ke suggestion advice plus in pak ta alen hum pe jara KomTv ka langa kanin pak na kan phung tuning hin akhong mi rakip nang ni sika num haina changnum pun am so kan ta semke gift nan ta chan pa sike hina khong rakip tuninga ko tla rakip sabaso asar hin lungsat taka asem pek mahiru chief guest pun ni asilimba la anta sike manim khan ai man chen pe ru khana chanbi du na khutsem gi amasung mami tv na give asom gi dusu give phanglingai da dum capture to view ayara kan kaza ko om pu ke ailun kailun lungsat tak hintin ani hong pe jangan chu pa kom si
Let me open the brochure and also release as well. This is a beautiful brochure produced by the KomTv management, Delhi, and it has given a brief description of the aims and objects, how it was established, and what they have gone through till now. On the other side, we find some of the patron members, board members, and the reporters. Let me speak in Kom dialect for a few 2-3 minutes. After that, I'll come back in English for the benefit of the others. In Kom tuning hivakapo KomTv Delhi Conclave Stony Nailenthang Luntin Lane Saimin Lun Nang Ni Hailoin Nanai Mantruga Pha Kawai Tak Pha Kalur Tak Nimang Thaya Kanakan Kaininum Katrak Tarunga Kairuk Changloa Kaloi Nu Vinas Num Kong Kawasik Yara Nanebik Yara Kaininum in Paung Kainin Haiti Kan Bom Thai Maksuya Kan Ri Thaya Kan Sak Thai Ma Sanginum Hibamun Hinan Matra Unga Pha Kachansi Kanum Nan Peung Hibasi Arum Kaman Pakchui Kana Executive Secretary KRBCA and to Kau Alex, Kau Sai Khao, Kau Thangpa, Lakasak Kathem Tatak, Upahai Khuam Punum Khong Chuya in Kom Ainin Akina Stony na ri pik me kapua. Kanchu kawamak ma asonin la sak pik me. Ainin nipun nizat niderka nin si mak insu tun ma si pik sik me. Kachang magle ainin ni tradition ni culture ni zat ni phungta choika an nasik man sang nasik tron ni trauma ka changin chu tun ma tropic sik me kei ka themeng ka singeng achang male kei themak eng kei tro taimak eng tin achang lo ai ni khan ni phutmaga initiative khani lo maga ainin talent hei idea ka ni lo ma changin chu tun ma pik sik me ti akina lasak khanum commandant shot khawachung noga stonin akina keynote address ai ria khanum commandant shot ti chu in think ni rin chu ke YouTube ke nei la so rai mak maybe this year kana KomTv channel kom tinum le imorai meng katunum kachenri achanginum YouTube ko poile en raimeng ta suddenly hingin alek ni hung theyanu ni sayam phut in kharam phut ni sahen smart TV on nei to YouTube ai kasoga Netflix ai khan khan yan phara khan chu YouTube is a sea of knowledge. It's likely to be more popular than the mainstream TV no kaitam hua khana my regret kathai pia khan KomTv he subscribe katato katati do but then khana khan KomTv ante in khanam lei kom no not this one kanan pha la khan KomTv Delhi lei tinu KomTv anta korta in khan subscribe katato a ta ka tunjing kar khan cho I check it up and KomTv Delhi ke subscribe kato I'm also one of your subscriber now and that's a mistake, simple mistake. Kana enju enrai meng ke enrai mayara khanum kai imorum chang meng katati ke kaman pak chui KomTv Delhi management nangnin hiwakopo event organize nan tua phai sunga kom khosunga kom in khanum nan man tu punga opportunity to share with the entire Kom community num nan pega hibasi ga hin kaman pak chui khana khawachung noga the feeling of oneness togetherness unity unifying force hiba nan hai pektor hiba platform media platform an put hin nangnin talent hai skill hai katam takha showcase na nei to hin nai pang hai katam tak innovative ideas anhai ron tor personality development anhai tor it's a process you are giving them the platform the opportunity to showcase their talents and skills. Kawaka amha khan lei omrai magake. Kawaka po opportunity ka ainin conference ka po biennial fellowship ka po sports activity ka po alek an leitro ta ka tunchu it's available at your fingertip in your smartphone. Kawa opportunity ganan pekha. It's a big thumb up from our side, and it's a great initiative, and you have done a human service to our community. Aini inchun thai nahi inkhat sang na siga hin church langting a KRBC NNA union hai ni nei student organization ni nei, cultural organization ni nei, katam tak. This all give us the health kawa aini intok thaina si akan ratha pik me. Kawai karakan tunakari kapua. Frequent interaction hai, fellowship, conference, assembly, sports and culture hayam put hin ainin inkhat chang nakha nihong ne yake. Taka kumanli kumranga kum somsung hin nikara aimol chiru koireng kharam hai lege sok yo hai char sam put tak an soga changinum aini sikachu nimelung sunga chu mani aini inkhatru kapoti nilamandon an mani ka ken an mani milhop hai ke achang magle hai kalum yoi kay an mani milhop hai ke aini jat kar aini association yawmak yo hai tina malung khanum kay nei dik meng in think khan area changin chu aimol changraso chiru changraso koireng changraso an manin functioning khat ane big in chu dang ti tor meng kasi magnam chu kom kator magna aya lai sang khan kasi in my heart they are still part and parcel of our association kawa malunga kana yake tunahin nikara purum le kayaw ka khuwa changyara kari changmak KRBC num purum hai hi ni don ma a changin chu ni neng su daya changin chu an mani num ni khat alaga sok se ai ke hi bai upahan man don ru katia kai ri sut ke ke nim ko mung hai rakip hai hi pathen ta man tu ka chang sik khana KomTv Delhi channel ahin ainin nimu theya news num nim huyo information alag alag num nim huyo entertainment program kinakari kapua khan it gives us a nudge to our young and budding talents and you have given them a platform khavai rakip kha ahin chuntagle it has a multiplier effect in the social media that bring us our unity. Hiwa conclave ahin aini inhai chetna inchunthai chetna manpung chetna khachang reso khana tuninga ni conclave akasi interasi program akhong si ai khanum pathenin om pui sana pui katruga nimang thaina sik ken vishes le introya kai pek khasengkha ka komtrong kari changraso khana niuni nai ja lobhei benefit siga kai sap trong alektir hirong waka soju sot magni dear brothers and sisters and who have all come together here to be part of this the first KomTv Delhi Conclave with the theme of celebrating oneness. I wish this celebration to be successful, not only in this forum, but in every spheres of our community at large. I also express my gratitude to the KomTv Delhi management and also for all the officers, elders, church leaders, ladies and gentlemen who have come here to witness and to make this function as successful. This function is to mark and form a unifying force amongst our tribe, amongst our community, wherein the platform created by the KomTv Delhi will enable us to increase that productivity, wherein we can share all the informations, all the news, showcase our talents, skills, showcase our traditions, our cultures, that which some of which we have forgotten. By bringing it back, it infused the sense of new things, new beginnings. This platform has given us the push, the slight nudge to improve our performance, correct our mistake, and also more the initiative, the opportunity to take on it. I deeply appreciate the work done by Tony and his team. For which they have contributed maximum, a lot from their own small incomes. They have done a great service to our people, not only in this function, but in every sphere. And I urge our brothers and sisters to take this opportunity to showcase your talent, your hidden talents, your skills, your knowledge, your imagination, your workmanship. Showcase it. The executive will decide, as Tony has rightly pointed out, whether these are good enough for broadcasting it. Only then let the people judge, not by you or your friend only. Let the public judge. Then only the best thing will come up. We have to work hard. I know how difficult it is for the management to make this system running. But the more the good work you have done for our people, there will be many more people who will be willing to help you. With these few words, I would like to end my speech with that this program will enlighten us more. This program will give us the more, the push we need to go forward. After we have some more interesting topic discussion coming up, will enlighten us more to our people, to the community at large. Thank you so much.
Imphal Kom, Po Lupeng Kailung Kom, IPS, ADGP Government of Manipur, Nanglene in Sumi Chunga Paten Maham Trada Picture, Changraso, to Nabanin, situating KomTv and Alternative Center of Development, Alex Kom Hang T PhD, Aman Apa Hong Loping mentioned Pa Kom Si.
For the benefit
of the viewers, our subscribers. I will begin my little bit of a talk or discussion in English. Ani hina ikina rang len thang tai pe ngin kha chang a chu any audience hi mix kang ka chang mai khawiara khan sap trong wang hin bong khat di akung hin rirang khawsel kan ni kom trong wang kin ka thin hum idea ka any kom si ka kan hai rirang ngan kata kamandan. To begin with, I must also say that this initiative that has been taken by Rang Leng Thang and their group is no less important. In fact, if we look at the theories that's coming, as a person trained in social science, we teach people what is social theory. If you look at the emerging social theories, all the social theories that we have, theories about society, theories about economy, theories about politics, are coming from the West. Western European theories are the one that is overarchingly influencing us. Now, even if you look at the theories that are applied for tribes in our Indian context, and in particular, the tribes in Manipur, these theories are all written by colonial outsiders. But if you look at very closely today, you will see that there is an emergence of theories from within. There is a theory that's coming from the people themselves, and KomTv is one of those. In fact, in my observation as a social scientist, there is an explosion of theory from within that needs to be captured. And in fact, you will see the contradiction between the theories from above and the theories from below. And more, there is a need where space is given, or in fact, you will see the struggle from theories from within coming out, challenging the Western European colonial theories, in fact. This is the status or the trend of theorization. If you look at the book like sociology, anthropology, which is directly concerning people and history, you will see, or you will learn only about the theories that is produced by the Western thinkers. Like I must tell you, the minute you open the sociology book, you will see, whom will you see? I think some of you are here sociologists, we don't have the time for interaction, but let me just say here, you will see Emily Durkheim, you will see Karl Marx, no? You will see Max Weber. These are the people who have produced theory from France. And these theories we are applying today. These theories are taught everywhere. Taught everywhere, I mean, taught in Manipur University department here, we have a central university. In that department, theories are taught, and they are taught the theories of the Western European context. Is there a space, is there a university, is there a department where people begin to talk about the theories that's coming from within, and there is an explosion of theory from within. And I must say, in that kind of a context, definitely there are so many, as our chief guest has already told us, the emergence of theories from within, especially with the coming of digital media. This is the status in which we are. And looking at from that kind of theory that's coming from the within, I, as a tribe, or I also associate with the Adivasis, that is conceptualized basically under the Constitution of India, Article 242, Clause 1 and Clause 2. Read with Article 275, Clause 1. And in particular for Manipur, you must be knowing Article 371C. That is my perspective from where I'm looking at. today's discussion or the way how I'm talking. If I look at from this Constitution of India, the Constitution which was, debated and approved by the Parliament, but actually chaired by one of the famous person coming from a very downtrodden community. That is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, we all know this. He comes from that kind of a background, but because of his intelligence, he became the chairman through which this Constitution of India that we have is with us. Today, India is in India because you have the Constitution, the largest Constitution in the world. And in this Constitution, this tribe that I'm talking about, Article 242 or Article 371, is a fundamental article, an article that is given to us to protect this community that we generally refer to as a scheduled tribe, but generally as a tribe. So if you look at from a tribal perspective, meaning from this constitutional perspective of these people, what do you see? The first thing that we have to recognize is that there are multiple identities in this country. In fact, incidentally, I defended my PhD on the identity of Kom Tribe. If you look at identity politics, of course this is a long topic, but we will also touch upon as we go on in this program. But if you look at identity, identity is very dynamic. There are various elements in identity. But what needs to be taken note of is that what is your primary identity? What is your primary identity? My primary identity is a Kom Tribe. Let me use those three words because these concepts are sometimes it creates a problem. My primary identity is I am a Kom, I am a Mhangte. That is my primary identity. And I should never forget this. The minute I mix up my elements between a primary and secondary and tertiary, then definitely I will go into confusion, and definitely I will not be able to use the provisions that is given, the protection that is given by the Constitution of India. This is my first take on when we are talking of, especially of creating a space, social media space, when we come together. What do we mean coming together, celebrating oneness? What is that primary identity? Is the tribe, the Kom. Same thing, even our chief guest said. If we don't sing our songs, who will sing? If we don't dance, who will dance? In fact, incidentally, let me tell you, there is a famous book that has come in the context of Adivasis or the peninsular tribal areas that are covered under Article 242, Clause 1. It says, the Adivasis will not dance anymore. The Adivasis, the tribal people, will not dance anymore. Of course, there's a huge politics within that. Why the Adivasis, which are culturally of that kind, and dancing, singing, that which is very fundamental, now will not be there anymore. Of course, let's not get into that. It is a long story, but these are fillers. These are indicators. When your primary identity goes, then other things will come. So, as a sociologist, as an academist, for me, I am a Kom, my identity is a Kom. Then there are so many identities. I have a religious identity. I have an individual identity, as you can see me like this. As an individual identity, I am a Manipuri. I am fundamentally a person from Manipur. My name is registered here. So I have various identities. Religious-wise also, I am a Catholic in that sense. So there are so many identities, but what the way how I'm looking as a sociologist and scientist is that I am a tribe first. That I will not mix up. This is my perspective. And if coming from that kind of a perspective, especially in this kind of a context when other tribal people, where they are saying we will not dance anymore, it is important that we need to come together and create a space wherein we need to reclaim, you have to reclaim that identity. In fact, in a larger sociological concept, it usually is considered as your ontology, your epistemology, your axiology. You have to reclaim. If you don't reclaim, there are changing processes that comes. In fact, as rightly stated by Rang Lentang, today, if you look at from a tribal perspective, tribal or Adivasi is not based on number, numeric. It is based on entity and culture. Now, everything, all the mainstream media, all the mainstream theories, all the mainstream technologies are generally based from the majority or the number. We live in the state because of the survey, census survey. The last census survey was conducted, we have the census surveys of the last one of 2011. And we are supposed to have another census in 21, but because of the coronavirus, we couldn't have. All elections are conducted based on individual identity. Now, if you look at the tribe, it is very different. It doesn't go on your individual census identity, but it goes on your collectiveness. Now, in that kind of situation, when the general wave is so powerful that will absorb you, you need to reclaim your identity, that connectedness. This is my take. Kana atuna chun ni trong wang lek ai ri ayar chu he were platform and the sampek mahi kai tamandan na chu khwai amaru ka chang ayar chu ikina katika society niti hi atuna chu any theory hi darkar hang sukya na trong hi na ri mi in na la hi na sam in sep mataka min jo subaltern history in the tikapoma. You don't have a voice. You don't have a voice. What does it mean by you don't have voice? Nei ma trong na la nei ma maniti hai manitina. Trong la ka nei ma ka thing le ka stone le am ha bat kia. Min chang ma sanitina ka trong la na nei ma. Ka you need we ka wa nga ti ka reclaim ni hong klo na sikina hinga ti space in kade khongya ra ma important ka chang ka ta kain kamandan ayar chu in kin in small tribe ka chang yara ma khan and in mainstream media hin yautar mak makate number hin yautar me kina any hardly 30,000. Therefore even with the kina any leader paglan takai any respect kan rin chu any pi mary hai parliament member any head of the House of India in Dangwa kam ta ku go pham hanum atar tar ma yar chu the framework kina framework kam ku number a che yara kan khawaga changa ikina identity ka te ke any English wang ni tin chu sociality kan te khate society sociality ki English strong ya ikhating hibo ni tin chu nu ikina any strong wang ni tin chu me manity ram no kom me maka in cat maka group cat maka kawaka niti na kate hiwa hin ikin sociality hi any sociology to structure niti do sociality hi am mak in chu mi ring khan chang mak makate society chang mak makate tuna building an dong hi hay hima sociality hay hiwa building hiwa room hi hay in ma asam nitin chu hi stone bricks hay hin asam ka dikha sociality any whole together atome khawa sociality ka am thak nasiga hay ma darkar ka su hay ma hiwa sociality hayin ma ama hi aman ring life aman chang kawa ka su through communication trong rla in ri makan in kin sociality ka ong ring kia he stone gati a sociality ontology ani hay ma hay tak ma English one what is ni te English one ni te kwa ka trong na bai trong nai mi lang ruk in ba sociality ka ong ring si ajang it is still intact inside it's not come out ka trong la kana atuna media communication it is one of the most important akachang atuna raleng thang ati ko po village khongja ma kam hin and is village set up commitment there is no linkage amakati any link khatla village khol except and in no any church congress chamagla khakna chu and in ong that namak niti hay lamai birthday ni sekar khong khada ka seme khrak linkage kam kate linkage ka amang in chu ikina sociality ka ring tarmak linkage ni trong ra ga ni sakhat magen chu ikin sociality ki in punpa ga in khom ga ang busuk tarmak kawyar kana media ni tin hi hai man ni tin na communication channel communication trong ri ki ai ni trong ni ti trong la lai in fact ai ni upa hai hela main chuan ti sing ma tlang wa an ti kha ti tlang wa ni ti chu ni thai yo tlang wa khi chinga tlang wai ka rem rang hai cha hai nu cheng charek hai cha knu na wakan him mai ka ki chuan cheng charek cheng charek atika ni thai kwa ka media e ka connection nin thai ma chunu kina sociality ka hongring thar man ka te khan ka chang kan important ka chang hinga ka ti media or means or instrument for connecting people to establish a relationship ki atun hin na thena ang wada da jakati ta kha atuna media hi aking yar hindi media hi ni an hin media there are various types of media hi ka tamlo makhan mathen ama spain upain lem radio like kam kan je tv radio la tv hi media an khano no kana chu newspaper hai niti hai na lai rek da print media niti no radio la tv na chu print media atuno pachu digital media niti quite a powerful media hen media niti it is an instrument for communication no kana radio an bar radio hai ni lai tan lai kai man ko sin lai ka mar ju itabi ning ba ga hong hai hinu a sandia 8:30 char sola ak sema mayam tu ma radio te ga ni ra ngai ka te no kana chu tv hi ko hong no yo as tv hi o kan kho ra ba chu connection ka mang al nu tv ka ma hi ni nian ma tv hi su mak pon yang hu ka te kana no ken print media newspaper hi lai am phung ma anung chu atun chu le hong kam larik ning pa thai mi larik pa hi kan ka ma hi hong thai atun je digital media ju exploded atun ju hina kam kim kho nom kai ni kan kho manum ma geo tower ant nei chu kha kan ka changa it is a huge maklan tak instrument khat atun hin because of science and technology yar hin atun hin khawa advantage ka ai ni mi ring sik ai sampe ka te khawa chung kan ai hin advantage atuna platform him lai samane lo hi kwaya amaru ka chang hiwa media chang la communication trong ri la sak kai taman dan chunu any tribal perspective thing ni an yen chu perspective from within ka student phd student kamai here kamai hi kai an namai kai ri namai point ka any yin on yen chu there are certain principles kami asung principle ni ti chu a value khunga hin ma athat na se dan ka hina communication iti ku bad communication om kam kate nu aga thram communication om kate power communication om ka tu not nang klora ati kam tu khang communication kate ta ka any communication tribal communication is defined by three principles kate atuna any defend ga tro any kai phd ka kom phd ka ikan he were five principle he first communication it lohin khawa communication is defined by a principle ka diversity principle ka A second principle hi dialogical relationship kati. A third principle hi reciprocity principle kati. Kena chu. A fifth principle hi existence and coexistence kati. Fourth principle. And the fifth principle hi survival politics kati. Kini ni trong hidani no. Example kada hi pek churanga. Atun hin kasikla hong tlok yen chu ai ni hi mai phu ni o hia. Indong ma mai phu ni o ka te. Mai phu nan to ko mai rak asat chu ya ko hin chang mo e. Hai ma khada sung kan kam. Feeling of oneness ko u ka lai hela yani hin holiday ak short taga tuni inaga yung khluiting in Christmas program amak lahin khluiting in mai kan pun kan tam suwa indong nga kam hi hin kam ko ugunai he kam ke ka hui tak ya khawan dong sitting near the fire khawa ka communication en khade ka ani mai punan dong hat ma kam ka communication khawa sunga kan principle kam lung set na khana jo diversity o kai rak chang ngi ho in kai ka ming ko ko nai ka mai ka diversity ni ti any tribe ni ting chu any Manipur ni ting chu Manipur hi there are various communities are there. It's not only the Maitai, it's not only the Kukis, or it's not only the Nagas. For me, Manipur is defined by various communities, and Kom are also one of them. But in the politics, there is always a process that will define you to capture you. Kina hiwa itum chung hin anam sinisiga kakan a politics ka ngarkate. Ta ka khangati politics ka kaitati so that is it is politics from chung tinga ga politics kya. Kana any Kom politics you human right in kina diversity dialogical in khatle in ratma. Coexistence niti hai tan lai rap chu upahin neutral lan laiti neutral hi politically ni ani chu neutral chu in changmak makate atun hin kan chu hin sip nati hi neutral changming kate suppose na is ju kate kai neutral sip kate neutral changming sip kate ka kati na dar ayan ka kamme hian neutral hi conceptually politically ni ani chu diktak mak taka hai manitin chu any position hi hai manitin chu any chu ethical me human right coexistence diversity mi hi mi ring respect and trust me village a kam hi village any village ko hi village unit khat me khawa ka respect it lo hi wa principle hi kam kana kina sociality ni ko Kom pa ni ko Kom identity ka any English wang so kina explain ka try ko pa big word ontological reality. Hey mamo, ka Kom identity. Hey mamo, what is English wang itin? Hey ing mo, ko ka any ontological reality kanti. Kana atuna value kay tika diversity, kana chu dialogical, reciprocity, survival coexistence kay tika ka value kay ni English wang kina katong kay rikan axiology kanti. Kana chu kawa no atuna media hi trong rala ka haima ni tin chu kani English wang chu epistemology kan ti kana mi ring ka di English wang sociological theory wang ka en chu you have your ontological status nang hi na ontology kam tu chama ka kam na essence ka ontology ka na essence kan value ka masung kan kawa essence le value kaya amin chu nang mi ring ka chang chakana nang epistemology kam na bayin yaw trong na ri se mi hai hi trong himrati ama ka te khan ka changa atuna media he khong rab ama important ka chang ka hinga hen tisna darang ka first part a second part hiwa atuna perspective from within kate kana ethics from the smaller communities survival politics from the smaller communities. Niti pahi, haima, haikungan ma, amaru kacang, no? Kungahin ma ainihi, hiwa media hin. Aman dom tarma, ahuk suk tarma, kawaka, ni hai ana chang chu, kawa topic su development na kahong kate, atun hin, kadi, larek ni mentai hai, development topic ayung ketlaya miya. Kena atuna develop media hi, media is one of the most important instrument for bringing about development niti here. Atuna ko chu hin media amangin, mobile nan amangin chu, development amak ya. So any human development indicator kam kate Manipur government in every year it does survey and it brings out human development indicator ya. Indicator ni chu hin ni an chu ya nang ni chu hi hai laman na tanai, hinan tanai hi wang hin nang ni develop kacang cui ma develop kacang mak cumi ni berat terkate. Develop kacang cui share nanti nai sik nan in trade wangan saksik kena cu tui flowing kamsik current kamsik atunu cu mobile internet kamsik hong hong nok iya. Mobile internet digital media hin nan ko hin hong mang cu tunin development hi ong klung tar mak kate. Hai sam ong klung tar mak ayar cu alham kam mak khaya. Ko kam yemen chu alham ko antong samjang makna generally the whole mainstream media niti pahisu and manichu it goes by number kana atam na ko kana ko media ka katlong sikate kawiyar kan atun hin alternative development nita atun hin theory kam kate kana inkina KomTv hi kai definition na chu it is an alternative center of development ni. Amahi agasin tek chang mo e. Tinichu development ni tipahi hai mo. Ani population kam hai chu amai chu lam hinga sampai ru hiwe ni sampai ru. And the tik khanga kang ka te. Hai chang num. Suppose example ka hai tirang dom. Atuna kai hi antro nan lai marat sik antro dam ki. Example kada. Antro dam hi any kom ko kami upai jam se te puin te ki. Kanu khnan te. Atuna khawo kho ka kon ma kam yan tamrat. In bang ka po ki ting dan hong yai kya. Kakana antro dam na sam kha. Kai kan sin lai jo kong tu alai ko hui ma chu. Kana tui kan talai lai the alain siung ka tui ki ching khna yang ka tui jar ka dai. Nengakui, atunu jo development and the tiwa dam kat tong sakut jo tan hong pati ma kiting taman kapet ya ni mi kana jo ja da hong gi khawa development ka hai development ma ka kai family sunga ka nu hai in sunga kana jo khawa ka kom in so kong sunga ka en jo an man di mi na di an man jo development di ta ka kai ni kho jo tan hong yong yo ka development ni ti tu ta sikame development haima development hi debate atuna maru chang ta kam kate atuna hin kai ena dam mayam me ani ching na num dam mayam kam kate so ting ma pithel ka dam kam hiting ka dam kam khana dam in the sama pithel dam en mani hin pura debate ko an hong su thaya dam sika khawa khanga ti development approach kha atina chu mi katam sika chu development sama kasi nai chu nong bai ru ni that ba dai nu ma ya hi khanga ka ti development ka te khawa lai ta ka process ka ai ni kina KomTv hin question other hai su ethics development ka hai man nan ti ai repeat ro development nan tin tu ni hin mi tang khai khat alek ti hina ka ma nan hanai nan thadain arlak an hin thrat na siga nan pi ai na ayamo ka alternative development ni ti tunin atuna theory hi kaini social science especially Tata Institute of Social Science we have development studies and manin atuna argument to hi the PhDs they are making an argument khawasunga khan ikena media hai tinok irang media hi ikena ralen than ti kapo media KomTv nanti hai mo mi hen chmonu yo ya khana nga chingya ta ka hi khating ni an hi development center re ama hin ikena media ni tipa mainstream media ni tipa ka question other here any English one is ethical question other here is social media is mainstream media inclusive? Is social media? Is all this media and what you channel news changnum hai changnum, are they inclusive? Are they equitable? And in Imrat Patsik, atuna new channel it is booked by me political ideology and the law here. Nan malang in dan mubat sikati NDTV and baro hai TV tun man the law. Tu hai tam Imrat. India tu tin and anin tu tam Imrat. BBC ni anin tu tam Imrat. Kana Al Jazeera ni anin tu tam Imrat. No? He is power kana hai ta yam pa ka taka. Any siga kammo. Any India hin development ye way ati yen chu pat keting utewa chang number amanum asit pat ato tar khawaka ka any Indian constitution adati chu social justice preamble ka pabaro preamble the first page of the constitution preamble kanai pakar hin social economic political kam ka te khosung kana as main focus is social justice. Kena ingkina social justice and development niti hipahi. Kuaya amaru kacang ini India hinatuna struggle ato kena hinga kacang debate hin loma kena ini debate ini yau dom hi sungai dom hi ini hin enrich cover debate ka ini India natong merat atuna theory nai media digital media suppose nai to hi antong anna an manum owe kena social justice niti pa inclusiveness niti pa ka asung hin Indian government num and money policy in samkar hin ten pexik makati achang maksud kina ka tik po kena andro dama da sama khuting dal hanwang aya o mi ka ni thatba dai ri mane ke sete lak si mayam siganti ko mayam siganti utilitarian philosophy ti hi mayam si greater good for greater number and ti ka me greater ka any western European philosophy ka ti Aka traga hoi niti hi number aka tamruk si abat aka sin si asa amang niti hi ko aga tunusu today that is why ken ka te ka any aka sin ka wai mihin any theory hi prithvi hin in nipik ma ain chuno atuna Europe hai niti hai Christian hong ka changaya and mani hai ken atuni hin alai ka thamyong science technology ka thamyong ti hi atuna an problem hai menan tamrat ma Akatlan haya and mani small tribe hai indigenous community ke ya khunga hin mon mani hai ring hai and hari and mani to mental health problem refugee crisis economic crisis health crisis come yan hiwarin akasiya here atuna latest any debate and environment niti here environment he was debate he was sung indigenous community ko hin akasiya ya upayan jen marat sik ai ni su khunga hin ma environment friendly में any theory काम करते हैं खावा का वो ले ही नुम anten में करते हैं कना हिना ट्रुनी तो ही अगर सिंह टेंग चांग मक मी है नुम anten सिंह में it is a अगलन तक theory इनकत काता कादान हूँ हिंगा तिसना कई मन सही रही मक यारे हिंगा तिसना बांग से इन पाक तक हिंगी वो नितो ही कई पार की बस support लोरंग करता हिंगा हिन कई रिसोर्ट thank you so much.
In Kom situating KomTv an alternative center of development, Anika Ripik Pu Alex Akup Mangte, PhD Associate Professor, TISS Mumbai, Nanglana Insung Tungaga K, Chadapathan Mamton and the Chan Changrasom. Atunju have a special station he Nipun Makmakan, Retter K Asonin, Apat and develop Achanchu in Pakomsi. He was Sulahin special session Pu Ellen Lupengin and Nilopik Seaka topic hichu education, social mobility and komsin aman kay pen topic changse.
Hello. Jat lop mi lop hen ai ni ka kom he ai ni ka kom jat le hin terep ro ti ta ta ka nirameng hi vanoi ra le an thang yo ke usik ya ra pathen man pa ri hallelujah tuning ai ni ka kom nu me lur dan hi ari je omak tuninga ai nin hi wa ni si pun si pun ve achanga akhenga hi ve hi pase ai ni ta khong thei changba tu ta khong mo na nu hei sang ya tu ning hin numei lur je he ken lawang kai sak si ke khana kanai he ini anmani ni siga ni khot ka ben pe re voi khale ko kom nunga ai hin tu rep an me ka shrati hi tu ning mi hen mu hai ra so ya kai ban tu ke akalam thain lamri akasak thain sakri kana khot ka ben nu min ka ben re kom khang ri len bek na lang hin nu me hi re man man lur he marit le ka za thai bek na hin an ri son nu hei ma pile bu bana nu le pa hai sanu le sapa nu hei pa se kom trudin nu mai man lurda ko po hi le o magning vanoya hing rep kom trudin nu mai man lurda ko po hi le o magning vanoya vanoya samka trapen kara zornu te lola ko ma kom zornu so mero kom zurnu vanoi raleya ampon ka tempe jongnu kom zurnu vanoi raleya ampon ka tempe jongnu kom zurnu metrat lang tingum num hei ka po mega trahin tu leo magnin Samka samka say ni en na nu may day lo ma But se po nam le nu may po nam But sen kong thay mag nu may day lo Nu may metrat le nu may kut him da Nu may sam yun jay Joy man sang hay ri Trale nu mai khut thêm da nu mai sam yu je choi man sang hey ri ban hoya sam ka trapen kara zor nu dei lo la ko ma kom zor nu ban hoya sam ka trapen me so me ro kom zor nu ban hoi rale ya ampon ka tempe kom zurnu vanoi raleya ampon ka tempe jongnu kom zurnu tuningum ni pi ni pu hai va darbek na kara khalan phangma ni ka kom ni phung ni zat si ka kom sanu hongin la Roaming card ni chang rava kom zurnu le sa nu hey zara hari kom sa hey ma ting ke thon ri mary kom kapo hong in lar so ri hari kom sa hey ma ting ke thon ri mary kom kapo hong in lar so ri Vanoya samka trapen kara zornu dei lola ko ma kom zornu Vanoya me ka trapen eso me ro kom zornu Vanoi raleya ampon ka tempe jongnu kom zornu Vanoi raleya ampon ka tempe jongnu kom zornu Lai khang sunga nunga khang do im san thar zori pha om lai hin ni ve chat na le ni ko them na mang si dan man red ri
chat na in aman lur her je na sam chat na le na kutim na hi na me chat na in aman lur her je panu ya sam ka trapen kara sornu te lola ampon ka tempe trong lu kom zernu vanoy raleya ampon ka tempe trong lu kom zernu
Imphal Kom pu son Kom le loi he chunga pathenin khechat amaham thara pik chei changruso Super Singer 2021 Judge Anika Changpik introduction Alhek Eitron Avenoga Super Singer 2021 Judge Anika Changpik Amain Kaipina James Rayamai Chambidina Matalekhat Piu Nikoi Kabenri Abana Roland Nikoi Kabenri Abana Avar Thanga Chiru Amachu Kohong Yoga Changsi Kanachu Gabriel Sakachep Amanum Kohong Makachangso Imphal Kom Mani Singin Judge Ani Changpi Yara Pathenin Maham Tharapi Changraso
Atunchu pu alen lupeng nang na partner develop atunchun pa komsi
Jingkar kahoy KomTv management han put ave noga mi puin henga nan kanin pak na kahi phonga ke tuninga hi ramhang kapu ke in khating ni tia sangin chu hana mi pui hai oja he nom pha he athenga sangin nom nangnin bon le hai ka bachuya tuninga program hi nan hei vayara venok in park kan hei phong atun chu ni program dung ka juye khan special session hi akom si ka changa hi weekend moderate kai trosik hiwa pha khani nei mak asang ya ra khan phutri atuna enin special session na atuninga first session na niman tuk program hi hiwa topic hi chu education social mobility and coms Aini ka common hi Manipur amma. Every district we are scattered and we are sparsely populated. Achang yarakhan. And atunto nitya sangin so in the field of electoral politics aini ni future hi omrai mak khawaya rakhan. Education inti hi hintuk have important kachang hanau cho education give us job. Education provide us our social security. It gives us stable in our family economy. Hierarchy education inti hi aini nang lekai adeg aini zat kasin hanok chu mulla ba kom aini sikahin important kachang here tiar kan hiba topic hen dai kachanga khalen thoya atuning num tuning hinum hiva special discussion sikahin kaya kom distinguished guest panelists siga amhan kaitaka ojapu boite sarto lungsetaga I request him to come on the stage. Amahi Financial Controller, Samagra Shiksha, Government of Manipur. Pakom. Awaso nong le abana panelist second panelist ani ka sang pik sighi. Aini ni ojapu Dr. Nailen Thangkom lungsetak amhating hai pik ro. Joint Secretary Finance, Government of Manipur. Pahinum omlo. Kay nihi mulap ako mga programi kantay sem kasanga. Kan panilid sa hinum question hinum kantapik mo pik lo mo num gyan tramak yong. At sang hinum hayre keep what it comes out from your heart and mind. Kawa kakan madu ke kawiyara kan. Amhan kay taga ingkati ni tia changin chu kinakari ka po kan. It's a dream, light a dream for me. Adega katron pa boyti anak chu pakasot ta in humang yong kana kanay Nailen Thang ama par kiba kay ni online in big riung hiva tuninga discussion hi akina ni ka po kan education social mobility and coms hiva hi panelist hay kaya kom panelist hay question kan lay phang mang yo achang inom hiva normal ainin casual discussion nakan Athara sila changinom hiva aini society asiga pathil lungset na lekha ka themin sang nang ni chuike khawyara khan hivei hi nang niam phuta mipui mathok na changsana nang ni experience hai nang nin haimanan taman dan ti kha khawa khanan share nan twa changin chu mipui innum ni thatchom pui sik tiara khan khawa ka changsi kha atun amhan kai pena ken hivihi nanin niba rehen Manipur government na tonan tatro ka sanga phaka sotak hin service num nan tatro yo ka sanga khana more or less nangnin aka tamlang hin interaction num ni phung ni jar karam nan tatro ka sanga amhan kai pena question hi ken ojapur Nailen Thang henga ken haidar rong question hi nangni ta ke mo marhen ma yong changinum haidar chi rong atun hin aini ka common hi akina kai tikapokan aini chu education inti hi lekha ni tai hi tron huna siga lekha ni tai ke time pass ha lekha ka tai omak man troning khara mua changin chu khawakha aini chu nin pak pui khana tron kamuin ave no ga ni phung ni jat siga ni society siga ni hei tro ka changa atun na ken hiwa oya pu Nailen Thang henga amhan kai pena trong kadar nomi chu aini ka kom sunga brother ni ria changin chu komrem sunga aini education status hi aini hi ka khang taw yo man dan khanok chu aini hi lakata suk man manati alaya mo kom yo manati achang mol aini hi ni sina changinum in sang yo man manati khawakha lungseta ka khawakha airi pero khana nangin insang yo natin chu substantial atope rai khonga man sang yo alaya natia sang hiwi bot question na kadar nomai kana nan man bong laiseng kan nan ma kha ka tam sik ke do khawera khan ayar chu to the point na khan ase pe gru khaba tuna kai dar kha oya pu Nailen Thang in nahiri pe in pa kom se
in pa kom ho tuna question ga chu hinting ko boiten dik dat sik mo kamandan amain education a kom kana no ayar chu ani khan ni en hin ni ko kom sunga tun education census hi naimak menapu ti chu kho class haya ka tumo in chu hai college in chu hai mo 10 ka pass ma haya mo kom hai an in chu a kom hai chang male in chu the bang yo tiem question ni no I think tak ni mandana changin chu census in khat ni to no khau khan best chu ka changsik khau changlo chu khan hin haimatisik ni en phale chu of course lekha ka thamak ti chu omak yo men no literate ni ti chu comment I think upa katar he changlo chu lekha chu lek chu pat men ke no khawa low moderate advanced ti chu kem return meng ata ni ri changin chu maybe we're somewhere in the middle. Rough estimate ataka. Any KomTv ni producer pung kom kana, hay mo ni reporter through mo census mo ni losik, hay mo ni tosik. Kau kan best jo kasangsik. Taka tuna Owen main question is where are we? Niti hiyo no. Where are we? Niti phalehin. Of course government tunruk tiam yamak private tunum kom kana private entrepreneurship ni tiam kom hai no hivihin ne na changin chu government tun munam mi katam yamen akom men chang ma katam men percentage hayamati ka chu khayam ka chu return meng so tun exact roughly niti chang chu alai wen chu la comment moti commandant ta kha aini hai mo census ka ni to hai tuk ma hai khoma community khan khawat dungje khan action ni lo thai sik moti commandant pa eng o
in pa kom TV tron ka tam chat ham tu na khan census sinom lo sarangai no yoke hiba chung chang same question na khan oya pu boite nanginom nang personal observation na haimo I repair
tunda nei lentang dung tarika that is one perspective the perspective is physically or tangible akachang BA hayamo kom MA hayamo kom kino but the other side ahin ni ena changin chu the quality of education that our people have no hiva quality gati phale it is not about outside college agatra ke ka changlo quality wise I think we are still lagging behind. This quality of education will be reflected not on our people getting employed but our people ability to generate employability no so quality wise are we employable? Can we generate employment for ourselves or can we generate employment for our people? This will be the parameter of quality education. So perspective in kadasu BA MA literacy rate in sangyome but then quality wise I think we still have many things to do.
Pakom, that's very interesting. Akina quality education tika akina the end of your education that will define the quality of the education per se. Kakachanga kan achang inchu. Now we talk about our tunakan aini he. Nantai hi kachu aini he pass suni troyo ke tunhin aini he. Education literacy wise achu graduate post graduate kachainum katam ta kom yoman kana kachang inchu tunhin hivena niai mandon noksi kachu kamadu kachu. Hiva akina topika niai kapuakan education. It gives us social mobility, and in society, in kada, and alag hay jat le niyongman dan pala any sigehin. It is more important katin homake. Akina aveno ay kavano ay ayar ay ni cho mulab niyom yarakan. Education hi ay ni siga herikip kaya ka tamlang akan. Kawa kapukan akina antay hi oja antay hi kapukan. It doesn't mean that employment, government employment ro kachangmak. Asang inom education akan overall in society development ka api kachanga. Kauso akan and transformation ka ikawa kachanga. Kachangin chutunhin. Atuna kan alhekti chu nan hayriyo. Any society hin what method he hin ojapu boite nang chu education department na kom che kasanga. What method you think should we inculcate to provide social mobility through education in our com society? Nang tamandana, it should be atuna mainstream government in auto education policy ayam put ahin. What can we kanan bukan haimo ainin nilo thaya kana as a whole aini sikakan aini community sikakan haimo hai khongin mani to asangin chu aini sa kathasom sikti kanang experience asang kan nang idea kan share hi dropper.
Social mobility nati keno. So social mobility specifically a given parameter because there is a hierarchy and then we have to move up or we move down. So hivahin ainin ni enasang so the ultimate reason of education is to be relevant. So ainin lekha inkat hemo Harari 21 lesson for 21st century lekha kanno. Are we preparing ourselves or the present generation to be relevant in 20 years from now, in 30 years from now? 2015 na what will happen, and are we preparing our student for that 2050? Ultimately, we need somebody, a visionary, that somebody can be KomTv at magle any union kachang chay, student union kachang chay. That somebody should be a visionary who can anticipate 2050 and prepare our student. No. So he social mobility any Koms any intra sang inter ni at par with other tribe asang no, or at par with the global world. I think trying to be relevant he most important kasang kana inhituk na education. Actually, any organization is always moving towards positive entropy. Positive entropy simply means that organization ohong len inso in si ohong katam ke tihi. This is given. Komrem taruk sang ma. So education is an antidote for positive entropy. Hivi niti pale any for example kakom hi komrem hi kakuyu meniti no. So the antidote should be komrem is expanding. It is not dividing, it is expanding. And we need to bring up a patchwork where this can be linked. No. So education is must and is to make us relevant so that we have social mobility.
In Pakom katra. Khana achangin jutun hin hiva education hiva pahi imo kedo ojai. Just we have another imo manshot magning man program hing yan ini sang yarakan 7-8 minutes ke kawya rakan hiti khong pani lanai hiva akina education ainin aini inkating ni tia chan akina ni ojai na manai rio no aini hiva kapo in fact KomTv Conclave he tori kan leti kan program hingya kan taman don ke kan apan mana ni hekak nok yo ka tenu ayar chu akina ni ojai man hei rio student conference niti ka point antu mena academic thing hina ka tamlang eloyo mana sports lang tin nitro very good ka thaire kep ka ta kha tuninga focus nitro hi chu KomTv hen in education kana entertainment khailoi ka conclave hen emphasize nitro achanga abana ni torin chalak lak num nitro si ka changa kha changin chu tuna oje pun len thang nenga kadar nomi chu nang personal view wa nang tamandana hai khongin mo hiwa ainin hiwa education hi aini kara hiwa kapo competition mind ni nei taruna siga. In fact Manipur ni mandona changin chu competition jin sang yo hai keep hin competition sang yo man hin nang tamandona aini shahinum hin haimo ni tro thai ti hi nang tamandona nang view nu khawa kha alhekte ai ri pero khawsol aban ka seno
akina ni panelists ko boite na eri ka pua first thing is employability tati no is our education making us employable kana chu ni education ni relevant ka changmo komsom thum se relevant ka changmo ti ka I think that's the whole point. Competition niri phale ani to compare with jad alap hele compare ni to khachu khachanglo global no tina ko boite area ko pukan. I think we should expand our minds. Competition ani tunhi competition ni te phale exam ro ni mandan ri no clear ni to tun ni mun chayo ni tiri khawa mindset khana put su ka dakar moti kamandan ayar chutun India sung ne nam all the world every country ni en phalen development economic growth aimo kana chu improved living condition niti se ono it does not come from government tun exam ni thabut changma gate atuna ni any employable like changmen miss employment generate nahi to no economy drive nahi to I think that's where we should move towards. Yes, government is also very important, it's a very big part ta khabar khan focus sanglo mena I think we should go beyond that. And one thing any student si aniti youth si aniti phalen I think guidance Guidance is the most important. Kadik ini nimi ni tom rawang inside do kom men him pharang khat. Delhi ni ting khat lekom hai Mumbai akir ka le sip remain no. I think in any metro city chu any fellowship hin, these are the main anchor points. Cover through some guidance. I think it's very essential. Even through social media, I need to know if you KomTv ka pochang through that we give guidance. I think guidance is what is the most important thing now. Because without guidance, it can always go here and there, no? Kay view cho ka diksi mo ti kamanda.
Pa Kom. Aya. Aga toy take a question ka.
In Pa Kom here, panel discussion akan. Kian question in karuk da wrong. Officer ay nengahin. Ni officer in ni young officer in niyahin. Ay ni officer in nijat ni pungsiga anlairik themnasik kanchu anlairik inchunasik nintoknasik. Ay ni officer in hay many tropic thayay. What can we do as an officer to our people, to our children, to our students? Nang ni niya kan one of them can respond.
Both of you should answer. A question ni ming kataro ya mo nanin hin na maskon si king kain ma.
Tuna question ka akalai take apu ke intagno. Ayar so it has an element of practice what you preach. Akjang sige tino a question ka. That is the element. What I feel is setting an example is the first thing an officer should do. Setting an example. As an officer, updating ourselves always. Trun kan end sanglo, but trun nitamu kan it's a beginning. What will happen is that this will first and do the most important thing for our student community, that is inspiration. So that inspiration will come when we always update ourselves and when we live up to the name of being an officer. He kamansang. Kavasule practically so I feel even community education is one thing that we can take up. Community education is something where we pull our resource together, we pull our knowledge together, and then we try not to give alternative education, but we try to fill the vacuum which our people lag behind. For example, any mihi background here, like ayam magyara, even if they go to the best college, the level of understanding, he like awatsi. Asa magle first bench sa anong tor magkapum katamme. So these are the small gap which the community education can fill up, and this can be spearheaded by the officers. Thank you.
Nangya natin nang numalek.
Kadik tuna setting an example, that's very critical. That practically tuna eri kapu, I mean, giving our time, no, nipa nipik, hikapu pad tuna kongmen to encourage our students, kanachu, giving time to guide, to counsel, that is important. Kana another issue, kan education tunlai chu, it requires money. Finances is a big thing, no. Lekha kathamai, because of lack of financial resources, are not able to study. That is one thing. So what officers, just a thought to, maybe we can pull our resources, then create something which is very, a pool of resources. Something which will continue, which has, we pull our money, it earns its own investment, then we pay out scholarships or particular, I think that would be critical. Guidance is one thing, but in
Pa Kom, setting an example, kanachu nangin an inspiration. I think both of you and many others officers, katamtak here, you are not only preaching, but you have practice KomTv am phuda thingkha ni kajana ka pek chui ayar chu nantar hi kha tuninga ai ka wabat chui hinum nan tron ka chen taga hiwa ni phung ni jat si yara student hai siga education hiwa conclave hin nangnin phanantai kaya ai ka wa chui hinum. This itself is a practice and inspiration. Ayar chu ni meeting mehing student katam tagin ante en ke hana adega panelist oja nangni niruk changlo alag hai ni oja hai officer hai hiva kapo hiva KomTv hi stoni nang kalai hi I need to we should play the role of a catalyst inti he imoj ashung khan hai rekip kha initiator ka tro ignite ka tro ka changsik man ka ti ke khoyara khan khaw kanum pui truk tormak imo officer hen nang ni hen support ani tro ma a changin chu tuning nang ni nom nang ni hin nan inong yara ka hi ke tun hin no alak nom hing ya kom nang nin kan pak pui chui nang nin nan officer in khat nan sangna ni phung ni jat siga nan ta tro hi kan mutha khana KomTv enum ni hai rawi kan reporter nai hab ri hai khawak abana num nan ta tro thak sik ti hi we hi kanin hon na ke en pa ung khan abana atun khan panelist nioja boite khan amlak ai rio last question ni nanin hia ave no hi wedar ri ave no hen le no ensana ai ni chu in thing ni tia changin chu imo in khat li me ring sona ni ka koma in kha sepai in khat retire ka siaram hing ri mo amana le ri kom sepai army ka lut he desh ka seva desh ke seva antia kona malai sai busak sin nei lo mana sepai ka lut ang kha saksi nei lo yara sara ka changunga sepai bharti en tro ka lut ang ati kate akkat dikta ga ri ke tuning nang le kainum hi kadik entrepreneurship khanok chu employment generation khawai loi kha khawa potential khanum nei chu ta ka farsa ni ri nom chu aka tamlang ai ni chu le khan chu man hinu di le lai kom man ke khong ma len chu man ka te no boite kha tron ka music ke ka te service ka music tolop ka saksik khawa kha ke khawa ka ne tun al hek chu ongka khawa khanum khawa lai khanum al hek hoidat num koms ka sam num kom still ka kom ka king man ke khoya khan ave no he le no insana any experience nang nin he will fill civil services nang nin after all student da keep dream khachu hai ni tia changinum civil service exam khawa kha ke no khoya ra khan hivena ka hi nom chu hi ni phung mi ja dai khele compare ni to na changloa mi ja hai ai ni kanek an sang hai ai ni kanek akalen yo hai an mania hing ya in chu si kom ke hi ken kai man het nei hi man phuda hi tuning hin in katin ni tin in pa hereng ke hi question hi aga dar si hin hi wa pha ka nei pa he 20 years before an phuda ni so pui pai ti ka pu hen an mani hen chu community education an phungan za da an thu haya an mani sponsor an tro haya shem kaya kan shem haya free coaching an pik haya an tro kha hingya positive sign hingya ni mu atun khawalaya ke khatun hingya civil service ong ka sok MPS sialar hinyam le kom si officer kalen le ke changsoi no and money khan an phungan za si ganum they must have given back again khawera khan tuning ai ni chu in thinkat ri man sana atuna officer kaya kom officer kau kanai akom chui hi nan binga you struggle yourself no best coaching kha akam mutor khan amu ke akam mutor maginum nan tro ta kha kien ka ma du kha chu ai nin generation atharai si khan chu why don't we give them an opportunity where advice pek na mun and money guide to na mun ai kha khawera karhi aman phut kale hi ke nikhat stoni lakan be karhi ka any society ka common hi we have all the ingredient material building sakna se ni nei pat yo ke tree ka kom lung ka kom hai ra ki ba kom ta kha cement ka to si ka darkar ka changman ke khawera khan KomTv hi role hin ni to si ke kalai ti ke khalen troya tu na question khan hai veng sana hiva community education inti hi anmani nan phungan jada, especially these are initiated by officers and nagatamlang initiate and tro ke hivin anmanin hai khongin mo antapik haya anmanin an phungan jat siga nai panghai khang thare hi education achai na ni tia chan education ka min khani na ria haja ta lekha theminum government ron asun sotor mangin jo aga themin ti ma ate dignu maga dikke khoya rakhan tuna kian kai ri nomi chu first a question boiten hang kai dar nom ka chu akina question ka tuna ka chang sik nang civil servant government officer civil servant in khat na chang na khan hiva aini nom aini phung le jat sik anom hiva ka po hi ni troa haima ka chang sik khana any vision nang tamandana nangin na vision nang tamandana hinghin tro thai ka chang ti kha how far it is possible and how far it is practicable how far any ni tro tor thai na resource ni nai moti kha khawa community education ka khawa ka ai ri pe ra long seta
Pardon, ako magyo kane katoy thima rirong. Community education first step hiso. It is guidance. When I look back, civil service means when I look back, I wish I can go back and change my strategy. I didn't have a guide. In sung share na mong anti call center tun ka to no tharu ka to sule lekha ka pano, but I feel that is not the reason why I didn't clear civil service. The reason was that I lacked guidance. So community education should first of all concentrate on guidance. Hiva hikati phale some elucidation kay rirong. I always have the belief that civil service is about knowledge. Taka reality is that we are overburdened with knowledge. Knowledge katam rayano nisye phala lekha ro. So this type of misconception tuna ni yut haining akom no. Hivehi, this is the first guidance that community should do. This can be done without any resource. Share ni nay mainom to thai ka chang no. So community education can start without any financial mobilization. He first kasang. In hituk na, it is about making the people understand who is fit for civil service or not. Civil service lekha akatempen kha mansang sik sang ba. Civil service is an aptitude. Even now I feel I am in the wrong service. I also this is not my cup of tea. So civil service is about aptitude and cover aptitude akanay ka. So community education can be that role kaaman inday tay katino, so that he will explore the aptitude, civil service aptitude akanay magno. Then third thing, siya yaulua nito to thay civil service, it is about being better than what you were yesterday. I mean, community education diti pale, it is not about competing with the other tribe. It is not competing with Kuki haile, Naga haile, or Mite haile, compete totor nasiga changma. Community education is about being better than who someone is today. Ani katay ito. So community education should start right away, even without any monetary mobilization. Later on, it is required. But as I said, community education is not an alternative education. Mainstream education akan ay nitabom sikeno, and we have to do also.
Nang tamandana ay ni with special reference to our society, our community, ano. Atuntun hin what steps can we take? Hay mo nito thay tunhin. Community education sik chunghin. You said that resources here adu da hut magning kadik. Mostly kachu availability, guidance important kachang. Guide ka peksik pa ka, he should be available. Guide ka peksik pa ka akom si darkar ke khana. Api na si mun kanom arangai no kanang view tuntun in context any society hin atuntun ni omdan he changin chu because ajing khachu it may be too late no khoyar khan ayar chu tunhin nai pangai khanum student ai ke kha student tun graduation ka chaili mai kha they are the most vulnerable and money imo ke time kha aware khan nang taman dona any context tuntun any Manipura any society hin hai mo in khat community education hin hai step mo ni lo achangin chu maybe coaching mo achang mo la hai mo khat nang view khan ni to tor sik ti kha potential ni nei pa kha
hai mo clarification in khat no financial hai mo requirement changman in kati janglo financial requirement mobilize ni to mak lai ni phut thai kati ke no so first thing we can do is that guidance counseling kavaka that is the most important thing we need to change our perspective that Delhi is the center of civil service we need to see from that perspective to my room is the center of civil service ayar su malai su internet lai nei mak me tun su internet ni nei yo ke no malai su coaching center lai nei mak me tun su live from coaching center ka yau thayo me no kana Delhi it's environmentally haimo changmak yo so this type of counseling where we have to change our perspective no Saint Stephen again means so mumaning tina perspective kapu so we have to start changing our mindset he will input ni put take no so financially we need finance taka in a small way it will have great impact these are low hanging fruits
Pakom ke experience theory any government songam tungan tai to kana hemokat tori aniti phale hemokat siri ni te phale we need a formal structure no tunga tori ni chang chu formal structure inkat omak chang chu higopu hi sethailo men ketun for example theory tun guidance ai ni to yo khat oi ni to ko boite stoni ai ni upai ni to yo ta ka hemotisik nai pang mi student khat le contact to sik phat fix hai to sik mi hai yong sik di phat nai ri lo men ke gatino so kai thing kai ning hemo what I think is we should have a formal structure ni nunga re thare ka thamai kom hai hemo free ka chang hai no and those who are interested also let's make a common pool of resources where we give something every month with some commitment then we officer hai chang so upa hai chang so academician hai an part hai ka committed time ni lo no then we know are thare like hey we keep committed people for that we give them we give them computers we give them internet whatever manin link up anto men no part hai ka fix anto upang khat le chamul officer khat le chamul academician khat le concerned student counseling link the to time fix and thai to our structure no to take this forward I think we should have a formal structure it can be under any KRBC changro so student union changro so or even anyone but then I think we should have a formal structure to take it forward
Pakom atun khan ainin education social mobility and kom cover discussion ne khan khav tuna ne mu khachu education inte he aini siga hintuk have important ka chang khana ainin hiva guidance darkar ka chang chungsok na siga hanok chu ainin community education hive hi important ka chang hive na ken achai na pe na tong chai na closing remark akar hi nam chu recently ainin chief minister scholarship for civil services exams hive hi aini ka kom sa khongyamo akapa sin ti hi kom tv am phut kan hai jong sot si akha kan hai jong sot si khana anmani hi le interaction si ge hin lung setaga oja hai khanok alag lag nom hive hi anmani hi an phut man sana if you give them guidance ma thok na rangai hai anmani hai kha khawya ra khan hive hi nom ainin hive opportunity hi ma shomak man sana mu kholop a kom hai ka nu anmani kha jong shot hai ri khana kha changin anmani inspire ka chang si yar chu มีขัดมีจัดอิงขัด IS มีจัดอิงขัด IPS มีจัดอิงขัด MCS MFS officer กระชังขาวให้กระชังเลยนี่มีขะเละคอนเทกต์เนี่ยพาเละอันนี้พาเละอันมันอันมาลงกับเลนเสียค่ะขณะอันมาลงกับอินงมนั่นมันในสิกตินมเขาอยากกันเวนอกนังนี่ให้นมฮิวเฮคอมทีวีอันพูดกันให้จงสุดเสียค่ะฮิวอันมานี่เลย interaction program มาเฮstory in the very short time next year กับผู้เห็น January เห็นเขาพาเลยนำนังเนียนให้ได้เก็บhelp นั่นที่ตัวส่งที่เฮเวนอกการิสากับสังสิงกายกรมโอจะพูดในเลนทั้งขนกสุบอยเตนั่นช่วงอินปากรมข้าเซงค่ะ first session ค่ะกับสังสิงมายามนี่คุดกับเบียนเลย
In Kom atun chu KomTv website chung chango ni producer pa khan phat develop a changin chu in Kom se